Okay, welcome back everyone. This is Little Nightmares. DLC the depths. I was gonna say part something, but it's technically a DLC, so I won't count it as a part whatever. Oh, excuse my voice. So, this is a voiceover, and the next two episodes of Little Nightmares are also gonna be voiceovers. The last one is gonna be an actual, like, me during the game. Oh gosh. I don't understand this game and this thing with long arms. Like, people should have regular length arms. We don't need the long ones. We're good without them. We're good. Either way. The last video will be of, what's it called? The Residence, which is going to be my actual live reaction, which I will record at some point or another. Mainly because I have tried to record myself playing that game, or like that DLC, and yeah, it's something. I'm having a lot of trouble with the like minor enemy types, which is like the little ghost kids. I just can't with them. Also, wow, it is dark in here. See, when I'm like watching my videos back while I'm editing stuff, it looks so much darker than when I'm actually playing. And then sometimes I'm like, man, I have the brightness too up, and then I realize, no, when I watch the actual videos, the brightness is not that high. Also, considering he doesn't have very long legs, he moves surprisingly fast. And I was watching some lore videos. Apparently he's the only one of the, like, enemy types, boss types, that doesn't kill you. He just puts you in a cage or puts you to bed. Which I think is kind of nice. So I kind of feel bad about cutting off his arms. Kinda. Not necessarily. So in the depths, we end up going to, the depths of the mall. Which is interesting. I mean, there's a lot of water down there, which, I don't know, I think that's like an actual thing that boats do. Like, they have a certain amount of water in the bottom so that they have, like, they float or something. I don't know. I remember hearing that one time somewhere. Or maybe I'm misremembering something. Either way, I feel like that has a little bit too much water down there. Like, a little too much. It has enough for like, a weird granny thing to live down there. So, I'm like recording this voiceover, and then I just hear my brother in the background. Or like in the living room with Star Wars blasting. Not full volume, like just where I can hear it. But it seems like I'm the only one who can, because my parents can't hear it, and neither can my brother, which is the reason he has it so loud. Because I don't have that great of hearing. Apparently I have the best hearing within my family. Also, for whoever may have watched the Resident Evil 7 episode, was it 4? 4. It was 4. Where I non-stop talked about D&D for the entire video. I will probably not do that this time. I say probably because sometimes this is my main way to vent. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put myself a timer so will only have like 5 to 10 minutes to talk about everything I need to talk about and get it off my chest and not talk about it the rest of the video. Okay, let me just set the timer. So, if you want to, avoid the D&D talk, which is going to be next 10 minutes probably, go ahead and skip to 10 minutes from now. I'll try to remember to put a timestamp It's like around, I don't know, like 15-minute mark. You should probably be good. Okay, so D&D, got 10 minutes. I have preached D&D to my friends, to my coworkers, and I'm like, y'all should try this. It's fun. You get to use your imagination. The thing I am excited about, as recording this video, or the audio for this video, I requested some time off from work so I could have a Saturday session, which is Saturday and Sunday are usually the only days my best friend is available. And mostly everybody else is available, but like I need this girl's character is vital to the overarching story of the campaign. Oh gosh, I need a cough so bad. Yeah, 1 second. Ooh, okay, back. Had to pause the recording real quick. So, yeah, so she is like, yeah, I'll be free. She also lives in a different city than me. Mind you, we live in Texas. She lives in a different city, so she lives in about like, I don't know, it's like 7 hours away, I think. Either way, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna drive down Saturday. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I realized, wait, you're driving down the same day we have D&D? And she's like, yeah, we'll just have a night session. It'll be fine. So, bless her heart. I hope she's fine. Because she's gonna probably be tired. Also, I did have to pause the video since I had to cough off screen. So, I will definitely put a timestamp in the description of where I skipped the D&D talk. Yeah. Either way, we're starting character arcs, which I'm so excited about. I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure my best friend doesn't watch these, so I should be fine. First arc is going to be with Gale, the monk. I'm so excited. After that, it's going to, more than likely, depending how much they steer off course. Generally, it's going to be our rogue elf, half elf. That will be our second story arc, like character arc. And then after that, no idea, because it's the other three characters, which is my best friend's character, our undead tiefling, bard/warlock, and then our Aracraka cleric, and then there's my D&D, which I have my own character in the party, who's the druid. And yeah, I mean, like, those three characters' stories are kind of intertwined. Like, they're all intertwined in the overall big story, but their personal arcs are kind of intertwined, just because it was completely accidental. They were just like, yeah, so our characters are gonna, like, know each other before the group, like, assembles. I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine, right? They were Kraka and the T-Thing. Eventually, they, like, make their timeline and everything, give me the information. I'm just like, wow, you guys are really close. Like, your guys' stories are kind of meshed. You guys realize this, right? And then they're just like, yeah, it kind of happened. So, their stories are gonna be, I can't really do one of them individually, sorta. Because it's gonna be, like, them at the same time, but also separate, so we'll have to figure out how that works. Oh, right, that poor little girl. She got eaten by a slug, or a worm, or leech, there we go, that's what they're called. Oh, look at the little hands. These poor kids, man. I hate to be in this world. It sucks. Right, so... Oh, forgot what I was saying. Oh. Also, these guys are so much faster in the water. Like, why? Who would do this? Like, it's just so cruel. It's like, not only do you have to give us leeches, you have to make them ridiculously agile in the water. And, like, they following you and stuff, and it's just, like, not fair. Um, right. Oh, before I need to get this out, I got 5 more minutes. So, certain character arcs. Super excited about that. My friends, because they're both like, well, I mean, all my friends are artists. Two of them, particularly the ones that have shared story arcs or like overlapping story arcs, are doing. Well, one of them just gave me a doodle, which kind of broke my heart after Saturday session, because I broke her character's trust in my character, and I was just kind of, oh, I feel really bad about it. Like, you guys spent over an hour and a half just doing cute bonding moments, which you guys haven't done, and you decided to do it at the time where I actually betrayed all of you guys, kind of. You've been using you, basically. Point aside, one of my, well, actually, two of them gave me characters for their story arcs, or one of them gave me a character for the story arc. He's well, I mean, he's dangerous. Like, he's just a dangerous character, but he's not going to show up, theoretically, until later in the campaign. And we're still pretty early on in the campaign. Like, we're, like 4 or 5 months in. It's a long story, so we're still pretty early on in the actual story of the game. So, alright, this is when Longarm starts following me. That's fun. So fun. Oh, something just moved in the background. I didn't realize that until right now. That's pleasant. Right, so, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, yesterday as of me recording this, my other friend, the one who has the Eric Crocker character, she's like, oh yeah, I made this other character, by the way. It's, she's a warlock. Oh, sorry, she's a cleric of Death Domain. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. And she's like, I just don't know who her patron's gonna be. Jokingly, I'm like, oh, you should make it the God of Death that I made, the one that's the patron for my druid, and for, like, these other characters, like, he only has, was it, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, he only has, like, 5 followers, because he handpicks his followers, gives them gifts, but he's also kind of a dick, and locked up in a cage, and, he's like, I'm gonna pick the best people, in order to, what's it called? I'm gonna pick the best people so I can get my end goal, promise them what they want, give them what I can. He's kind of like like the Traveler from Critical Role, but more of a douche. It's like more of a douche, and then also, it's dogs, leeches, whatever. Okay. He's more of a douche. Also, he's an actual god. They're joking around. I'm just like, hey, like, just give him, like, he still has a spot open, right, for, like, his followers. He only has the 4. Like, he still has a spot open, and he kind of technically needs a replacement for one of them, since one of them may have or may have not broken his contract. And, I just realized that first part of the video did not have game audio. I am so sorry. Oh no, it's okay. I've been talking over it most of the time, so it's fine. And no, that should not count. I remember this happening and I'm so upset. I'm like, I was already in the hole, it should not count. Alright. Oh, I get distracted so easily. Also, I just realized how excited I am when I'm talking about these. So, she gave me this character, and I was like, yeah, jokingly around, she's like, yeah, but I have these other options. Like, well, I mean, it's up to you. I'm like, I'm just saying, like, I more or less said it as like, throwaway. Like, not an actual, like, yeah, let's make her one of these characters, and blah, blah, blah. And mind you, I've been missing this component for the story for the longest time, which is a wild card. And I just couldn't, for, like, okay, I need to make a character for this, and I need to do that, and then she's like, hey, actually, would it, like, derail your overall plan, like, for the god in that plans, because I don't know what your plans are, like, would it affect them too much? And I started thinking, I'm like, not really. And then I just like really, really hard thought about it, like really hard, and I was like, actually, it actually probably. And then I started like picturing and thoughts and so many just evil thoughts. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, actually, I could work perfectly for what I need. And she's like, oh, are you sure? Like, I don't want to get in your plans or whatever. I'm like, no, actually, I think you just provided me my out because I was having like trouble with this certain thing, and you just gave me the out I needed. Like, that character is what I needed. I just didn't realize that at the time. But yeah, that character is definitely what I needed. And so now I've like been planning. I'm like, okay, I know exactly where this character is useful in, and like what her part's gonna be. And she's like, okay, great. Well, I'm happy. Like, I gave you a character. I'm like, I'm so happy you gave me this character too. And she's like, should I be scared? Did I make a mistake? I'm like, yeah, I kind of, a little bit. Best example or best comparison I could think of is like, yeah, you just pulled a towel. You just put a talisman on me. She's like, oh no, I made a Molly Lucian. I'm bad with names. I'm so sorry. Character, didn't I? I'm like, yeah, you kind of did. And she's like, I regret everything. Can I take it back? I'm like, it's too late. It's too late, darling. That character's gonna have to stay now. And then I'm like doing the voices in my head, or like when I read messages, I have to read them out loud to a degree, of course. So I'm just like, I just got serious. I'm like, oh, sweetheart, you think I'm joking, but I'm really not. Like, and that's when she realized, like, oh shit, I fucked up, didn't I? I'm just like, a little bit. It's fine. It'll work out perfectly fine. So yeah, okay, that ends my D&D talk for now, probably, for the most part. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Unless I am so sorry about all the D&D talk, but I can't vent to anyone, and I can only write about it so often before it starts getting, like, I think me venting out the ideas helps me, like, realize my own plot points, or, like, not plot points, plot holes, and stuff like that, so that's why I kind of vent out. I have nowhere else to vent to except for YouTube. So, again, I am so sorry. If you're to actually watch video, like, content about me playing video games, I'm so sorry. I truly am. But this is also my safe space of venting. So, if I randomly start talking about D&D again, I'm so sorry again. But yeah, like, I was going down as I jumped in. That's why I'm just like, it's not going down anymore. I swear, this by far this was the most intense section of the DLCs, because the other ones, like the second one, the hideaway, wasn't that bad. This one's intense just because those bubbles in the hands kind of just like whack you off of things, and I'm just like, excuse me. First of all, that's rude. Second of all, like, stop. See them? It's just kind of like reaching out ever so slowly, just yank you in. Like, you hag? That is what you are. You are a hag. Also, so annoying because I'm pretty sure I get grabbed, or like knocked over and then grabbed at one of these points. Maybe that's later. Probably later. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, this is like around the time when I discover you can be knocked off of stuff. Pretty sure it is. Yep, there it is. See? And they just drown you just because, like, why not? Why not drown me? Just do it. So the Hideaway, I love the Hideaway. The Hideaway is great because you have the Company of the Gnomes. Also, it's when I figured out that apparently can't read that well. I mean, mind you, I have issues sometimes when I'm reading, like numbers or words where number wise, like I'll just switch certain numbers around when mind you, I'm a cashier / assistant manager, whatever, at a restaurant. So obviously I have to read out people's change. And I don't know why, like when I read back the receipts, like I read the numbers wrong. But like I see them out loud wrong. But I'm aware of what I'm actually like what they actually are. So let's say it's gonna be $20 and like 19 cents. I'll probably read it like I'll just switch around the numbers for like no reason, or sometimes I'll take a glance and look at a different number on the receipt and switch the numbers out thing. It's very annoying, but I managed to like catch my mistakes, so I do give back correct change and stuff. So it also happens with words though. So when I was reading, when it tells you like throwing objects and it's like hold A, for some reason my mind saw the word hold and switched it out for press. I did not realize this until I got to the Hideaway DLC, that it said hold A, not press A. So I have about 40 minutes of uncut raw footage of me desperately trying to throw things. Throw the gnomes, without me having realized that it was telling me hold A the entire time. And when I learned about it, oh man, did I feel stupid. It was just like so, just one of those moments where it's just like, oh my god, I had like this entire time you were telling me to hold A and I would just read it as press. And I have no idea why my brain decided to be like, no child, it says press A, not hold. Press. And meanwhile the outside me was like, why in the name of whatever lord there is am I not able to throw these things? Like I'd watch all these other videos and they're just like chucking things like it's no big deal, and I'm like, how are you all doing this? Do I have a glitched game? Is it just me? And it turned out it was just me. Something in my head was just like, no, sweetheart, it says press A, not hold A. And I don't know why I'm doing voices. I am sorry. Coming off of D&D rants, I usually start doing voices. Not good ones, mind you. Pretty bad. But yeah, so I didn't realize until the Hideaway that it said hold. Okay, not this. And man, when that realization came to mind, it was something else. Definitely something else. It's just one of those things where you're just like so confident about something. Like, no, I'm doing it right, even though it's telling me no, you're not, and I just can't. I don't know, I was just so disappointed with myself because it took me so long to realize. Like I just couldn't. I was just, oh dear. Also, I remember The reason I'm lowering it in this part is because when you're pulling it up, there's like a tug. And I was just really curious if you could see, there's a tug. Like the granny or whatever creature's holding it down. Because I guess that's their food. And I was just kind of curious if, also I just realized that's an arm. Yep. I was curious to see if you could see like the hand kind of like pull up the same way that the hands go out to reach for you. Also, I really suck at jumping. I don't know how many times I actually missed that jump. Or I fell off. I mean, it was really just ridiculous. Also, in one of the lore videos, it was saying how the one who's feeding this granny, I don't know, that's what people called it, so granny, was the janitor. Because apparently the granny was possibly the first caretaker for the kids, but just wasn't cutting it, so they were replaced by the janitor. And they were just kind of like, left to rot, but they somehow survived in the underwater. Also, me, rather than like, hey, let me throw these and then swim away, just kept like, I'm just gonna keep feeding it, see how much I have to feed it before I can jump and be safe. Yeah, it turned out I could have done that pretty quick. And then Magic Grubby Hands over here decided, no, you're not fast enough, child. Actually, probably be a more horror. Oh, words are hard. Scary voice. There we are. Scary voice. Also, if I sound tired, again, I record at night after either work or doing other stuff. Recently getting back into watercolor painting, so I was watercolor painting the entire day. I think I posted it on my Instagram. I'm pretty sure I did. It's like, it's such a simple painting, but it just took me so long because I haven't practiced in ages. Although sometimes it takes me way too long to figure out a puzzle, even though the hints are right in front of me, I just don't pay attention. I was convinced during this part that the way, like, to the other room, I think, was through the rope, and, like, there was a lever or something. And I just could not figure out what I was doing wrong. And that board itself is the hint. So if you just pay close enough attention, you can see the board is somewhat loose, so, you know, it's right there past self. It's right there in front of you. See? Like, I was like, okay, that noose is the way up, or that's the way across, or something. And I just spent way too much time trying to figure out how to make that work, and it just would not. Because, you know, not the way. Sometimes I remember what I'm thinking when I'm playing through these levels, and then I'm just like, man, the answer was right in front of me the whole time, and I just could not figure it out. I was, at some point, just like, I started just chucking stuff into the water. I was a tad bit curious if something would, like, come and grab it. I don't think she does, though. Or he does. I know in some parts you can see the characters, like, the character model moving underwater. And that's kind of terrifying. Because there's, like, a significant amount, like, they're not swimming, they're walking. So this character is tall, plus long arms. Presumably long arms. Oh no. Oh no, my nose is getting stuffy. Oh no. It's getting, like, cold where I live, and like the change of weather, because I live in where it's the spot. It's really hot in Texas, and at least in my area. I live in an area called the Valley. Shit gets hot down here. Like sometimes we still have like it's December. Places are like snowfall and cold since like November, October for some places. Maybe not snowfall, but cold or like cool. No, we've had I think like 4 cold days this month. The other days are you get a breeze. It'll be in the low 80s. Sometimes it'll be in like mid 80s, high 80s. In what rational mind does it make sense? Like, yeah, it's December. It won't be 100 and something degrees today. It's great. Which are my summers? Summers here are 100 and something degrees. I think the hottest day that I remember this year was 112 degrees. Imagine getting out of work. Your car's been sitting in the sun all day. You get out of work, open that door, and the heat just blasts you in the face. To the point where you have to take 2 steps back. And then just take a deep breath, jump in your car, turn it on as quick as you can, and blast the AC. Windows down so you're not getting hot air to your face. And then anything you touch is on fire. And like, it's just bad. I live in a really hot area, and I kind of like, I don't know, like I want to buy a property down here because it's super affordable to live here compared to like other places in the country. But also, like, well, I mean, my main goal is to be a ceramicist, which hopefully soon, eventually, I'm going to buy my potter's wheel so I can start making pottery, which is my passion, my love. It is the thing I want to do as a career. It's the thing I learned to love in university. Got me through some. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the education system. I'm just not. University's not for me. I do believe you can be successful without it. Those of you who want to like do stuff like be a doctor, well, obviously you got to go to school. There's no way around that. For me personally, while I'm an artist, I don't really like. I want to make pottery and stuff for for selling purposes, not for galleries. So I don't really need a degree to like help with reputation or something. Also, I had to look up a video to see how I did it, or like how to move on to the next step, because I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. See, not smart at all. Either way. What was I? Right, school. I just realized how I am so unfocused and I keep jumping from topic to topic. Yeah, because like, you know, went to D&D, went to this, went to that. What was I talking about? School? Yeah, school. Not going back. I am $19,000 in debt. I do not need to go back for more. Yeah, like, I don't know, a piece of advice for anyone who's, this is the same thing I've told my younger coworkers. This is a lesson I wish somebody had told me before, which is, you don't, like, school is not something you should go to unless you're 100% sure about it, or unless you have a career that you need to go to school for. If anything, if you want, like, go to a trade school. You can make good money off a trade school. Be electrician, a hairstylist, makeup stylist. I'm pretty sure they have, like, other... You can be almost anything and make money make money with it. You just have to be smart about it. And have a passion for it. Like, I spent... I went to school... $19,000 in debt. I just noticed that thing glitched at me. Yeah, $19,000 in debt. It's a lot. Mind you, I work a minimum wage job here. Minimum wage is not that high. So, like, I have to every year call and organize my student loan payment so it's something I can actually afford. And it's just a lot of hassle and a lot of unnecessary things, considering, like, I don't exactly want, to be, like, you know, like, I want to be a member of society that makes money and puts money back into the world. I want to buy a home and make my ceramic studio, probably at home, because I don't want to rent a place. It's expensive. Probably eventually I will have to. Nonetheless, my recommendation: if you want to go to school, go to school. If you don't be a bum and just make sure you have a plan. That is the one thing I'm like, it's not about just like, I'm not gonna go to school because I don't want to. It's like, don't go to school if you know it's not gonna really help you. Or in my case, like, it makes, like, mental issues worse. It just does. I worked with, like, as much as possible. I just could not cut it out. Like, it's just not for me. But, again, it's not for everyone. So long as you have a plan and you're just like, hey, actually, I'm not going to do this, but my plan is to do this, this, or that, you're cool. I think even if you don't want to go to school, you can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to be at home, work a minimum wage job. No, strive for more if you can. You should. Everyone should. Strive for being comfortable, not just paycheck to paycheck, which is basically what I'm doing. But it's going to take a while. Gonna have to grind a bit, but eventually I'll get there. I didn't even get back on this topic. Oh, back to game. Stop getting sidetracked, woman. Focus. Come on, Gladys, focus. Stop getting sidetracked. Okay, I am focused. Gladys is in the zone. Gonna just focus on the game now and stop talking about random crap. And I was gonna talk about random crap again. Fuck, frick. I'm also trying not to curse too much. I've been cursing like a sailor recently. Not that I don't, like, I'm against cursing or whatever. I just time and place. Time and place. Oh, right. I was gonna get a new game to start playing, which was Doom. Yeah, Doom the 2016, 18? Not Doom Eternal, the one that came before that. It was on sale on Steam because Black Friday. And I was like, $5. I'm gonna spend it. I'm gonna buy it. For those 5 to 10 glorious minutes I spent playing the game. It was so much fun. But I'm so sad because I had to refund it. I had to get it refunded. Because, oh boy, did it give me motion sickness. Like, I have never had motion sickness. I have never had motion sickness, let alone from a video game. Until I played that game, mind you, I took out motion blur. I messed with the settings for another 10 minutes. Nothing helped. And it was bad. Like, I have my friend. Oh gosh. Oh no. Getting stuffed nosed again. Oh gosh. My friend told me about, like, her times when she has motion sickness. And it's pretty bad for her. Ugh. So ugly. Why do you exist? You're so ugly. So ugly. Like, please, just go away. Disappear into the voids. Please. Please. Oh gosh, nose again. You're so ugly. You're just like, straight for me, don't you? Just straight for me. No, child, swim. Swim a bit faster, would you? No, sure. That shouldn't count. That shouldn't count. I was on the suitcase. I'm in the suitcase. Ugh, whatever. Whatever game. I don't care. Right, my friend was telling me about motion sickness, and I never had actually experienced it, especially with a video game. And then, oh, I hate Granny. Yeah, when it happened, I was out of it for hours, and I was just, it was bad. It was pretty bad. Um, but aside from that, like, I didn't have too many issues, and it was so much more fun, but I couldn't play it, because I'm like, I'm gonna be like this the entire game. I couldn't make it past 10 minutes without getting severe motion sickness. Okay, I call bull on that. Clear as day, I was on the boards just fine, and Granny's arm just glitched through the boards and grabbed me. I call bull. It is cheating, it is biased, it is annoying, and it is a lie. See? See? That's what's supposed to happen. Not them just reaching up, grabbing me, dragging me down into the depths. Oh. Oh, I get where the name's from now. Probably not where it's from, but to me it makes sense now. Yes, child, throw the food and then swim away as quickly as possible. Throw the food. Go, 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 go. I said the food, not yourself. But there is yummy fish heads and tails on the other side. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so, because I'm almost done with Little Nightmares, the only thing I need is the Resident DLC. Record that, and then I'm done. And then I need to finish up Resident Evil 7, which has DLCs. Yeah, does it? I think it does. Either way, I need to finish Resident Evil 7. And then after that, I will be done with my game list, actually. I mean, after that, I'm actually going to probably go back to playing Fallout 4 and or New Vegas. I'm not quite sure which. Probably both, honestly. Yeah, I need to... Oops. Stop with your weird hands. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to New Vegas. I need to go back to that. I also need to... I need to look for editing software is what I need. Because I just use the basic photo edit software thing that comes with, like, my computer. But I can't run, like, Adobe, like, After Effects or Premiere or anything, because oh, my poor computer will not be able to handle that. It can handle video games barely. Definitely won't be able to handle that. See? 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 You can see it. You can see her. It, her, him, they. You can see them. You can see them. They're just kind of walking about. And it's gross. And how? You fish person. Get out of here. Ain't no one wants you around. Get out. That's why you got fired from your job. You're bad at it. You kept eating the kids. Oh, I don't like them. Oh, you can kind of just, like, barely follow the trail of their, like, movement, and it's just like, oh, see? There they are again. Like, why? You icky, icky person. And he's like, I felt a vibration. Let me go and kill it. Food. It's like, no. Go away. And then just arm and smack. See? Man, I really don't like Granny. Granny's just upsetting. Like, mind you, I wonder if there's an art book. I haven't even looked up to see if there's an art book for this. I think I mentioned that earlier at some point. I mean, I talk a lot about random stuff, so yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's an art book. I need to see if there is, and if there is, how much it costs so I can buy it. I have a tiny collection of art book for games, which is the one for BioShock 2, or BioShock 1 and 2, the art book for Alice Madness Returns, and am I missing one? I think I have the book for Dishonored. Yeah. Oh, I know which one I'm missing. The BioShock Infinite book. That's what I'm missing. Which like it's really old. I don't even know if I can be able to find it in like decent, like good condition. But I really should order that eventually. Also, I got a haircut. Oh, gosh, my head feels so light. I love it. Got a nice one-sided bob. Get your grumpy hands away from me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't get near my barrels. Get away. Shoot. Get away. Oh, the game I want to play, just because it looks fun, is Among Us. But, like, I don't know. I'm pretty bad at playing with, like, random strangers. Just cause, yeah, I'm just really bad at playing with strangers. Like the same thing when I play Left 4 Dead, like online. No good. I love to play. I'm the person who will go back for you if you fall, and there's even a sliver of chance that you may be revived or saved. I will be going back for you, more than likely. And I will prioritize you getting to the safe room before me. But also, like, I've gotten kicked out of groups for that. I got kicked out of a group recently. I just wanted to go play online. I just wanted to play, like, just casual playing. Like, the best experience I've had with Left 4 Dead 2, like, playing-wise, was... Get your grubby hands away from me. Shoot! No! Don't you dare! I hate it. I hate them. Alright, the best experience I've had recently with Left 4 Dead was... Or actually, that was a while ago. We played like 2 or 3 campaign stories. We played so well, and it was so fun. We were coordinated. We helped each other. Everybody was nice. And it was just really pleasant experience. And then, more recently, I played, I don't know what they were doing, like, I don't know, it was just like a random group of 3, and I ended up just joining, like, in the middle of them, like, starting off in a safe room. One of them was trying to, like, get out of the room to start, the other 2 were, like, telling them not to go. I spawned in, and then they automatically just started shooting at me and attacked me. I literally opened the safe room door, and then I was kicked off of the server. Or, I think that's what it's called, the server. I was so confused. And they were just like, before I left, they just like, cursed at me, and then I just got kicked off, and I was like, I guess these are the toxic players I've heard about. And I've had either, like, very pleasant, mediocre, or just, like, meh, like, forgettable experiences with Left 4 Dead 2. And then there was that one, like, this handful of ones that just kind of messed you up, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, they just, like, they just act so weird for no reason. Like, whenever I play online, like, I never use a mic. I never use a mic just because it's... I have had those issues that some other, like, gamers have that, like, just had, like, girl gamers or whatever. I think if you're a gamer, you're just a gamer, period. Yeah, here's some sped up footage of me taking way too long to do all of this. Yeah, but, like, I just had some, like, pretty poor experiences with, like, online gaming. So, I don't know. Like, there's games that I want to do playthroughs for, and then, oh my god. Oh my god. I just realized I never put up the last episode of Dishonored 2. I'm like, Dishonored 2 didn't even get that many views, but I was determined to finish it. Oh my gosh, I never put it up. Oh no, I think I deleted them. Oh man. Maybe I'll stream it one day. I'll stream it during Christmas. Either on the, yeah, I'll stream it like on the 24th or the 25th when I'm not doing anything. I'll go and just stream myself playing it and put up the ending there. Yeah. Because otherwise it's not happening. And I kind of want it to happen because, I did so much work for that game. I kind of preferred it to happen. Yeah, so I just realized I'd never finished Dishonored 2 on this channel. Like, I recorded them, I just never uploaded them. And... or Bioshock Infinite. Oh my gosh. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm forgetting some games. Yeah, those are the games I'm forgetting. Bioshock Infinite and Dishonored 2. So, I lied. I will have a game to finish. Bioshock. Oh man, I completely forgot about them. I got distracted by shiny new games. Yeah, that's literally it. I got distracted by Little Nightmares and Resident Evils. Oh well. Guess that happened. My bad. Also, here we are. At the end, oh, they were in the chair. Ew. Yeah, so here we are. The end, or like we're reaching the end of the DLC. You stop. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't reach for me. Just stay away from me. You icky, icky person. Just don't touch me. Por favor. Por favor, no me toques. Me da asco cuando estira sus manos para agarrarme y... no sofocar es... sofocar es... no... hogar. ¿Quieres hogar? No me toques, por favor. Aléjate de mí. I hate you. I hate you so much. Also, I found myself talking... mind you, Spanish is technically my first language. Not too good at speaking it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so gross. It's so gross. Spanish is technically my first language. I don't talk it very much because I have a really bad accent. Because, needed speech therapy as a child. Technically, I probably still need it slightly. So Spanish got moved to... like second language, so I can focus on English. Why, I don't know. I speak it moderately enough. I can communicate my message, give or take. But for the most part, I'm like, but I found myself more recently when I play video games just yelling in Spanish. It's so icky. Look at it. It's so gross. Throw the TV into the water. I think that also shorted out the whole electricity in that section. Woo! So, yeah, so we're reaching the end of the depths. Frankly, I have no recollection of anything I talked about other than probably, like, the 10 minutes of D&D talk, which it'll turn out to be more than 10 minutes, but I did apologize, so apology again. Next 2 episodes of the Hideaway, because I had to split that one up into 2 parts because it just took me a while longer to record, so the episode ended up being over an hour. So I just split them up into 2 parts. Yeah, that ended up being longer, but what was my point? I will stay on topic. That was my point. Yes. I am very scatterbrained right now. I'm very sorry, but I will stay on topic the next 2 videos. And then the last video will be my live reaction of the atrocities that are going on in the residency. Which should be something. It should be something. I don't know what other way to put it other than that. Like, I know the ladies in there. I know there's creepy shadow kids. Also didn't realize there was these bottle thingies that I should have been getting. God knows how many I missed because I was not paying attention. My only focus was run, child, run. Forget about the world and just run for your life. And here we are. We're almost free, everyone. We're almost free. Running up the stairs. Going to the ladder. Where we will be free from things. But not really. So, I bid you all a farewell. Until the next time. Bye! And you know, make sure you don't get grabbed by long arm dudes. They're pretty creepy. Alright, bye everyone. See ya.